Damn. That's crazy.
Just see. I think the door's locked.
Me and Dad are at Lowe's right now, and I rarely ever come back to the outdoor areas, and it really reminds me of something out of Maze Runner or something like that. Like, just looking at it, there's even like warning paintings on the ground. It's kind of cool. It looks like the freaking Maze Runner. It's awesome. They got forklifts and everything. Holy crap, this is cool. Oh my gosh, guys, I got Rainbow Dash. Hell yeah. Hi, Lulu. Yeah, she discovered I can open this window now, but you can't come in. Hell yeah, I got this from fucking Goodwill. Missing wing though, but worth the... This should have been like $20 or something, because I got this for $3. This is pretty good. I'm trying to think of something epic to say, but I just realized I'll be like cringe if I say anything like, but hey, cringe is epic, so yeah, 20% glory. First time seeing this little animated short that someone posted on YouTube about 10 months ago. I forgot what it's called, but already. But it's pretty good so far, I like it. Okay, The Art of Murder, that's what it's called. Anyways, I am going to be watching Knights of Guinevere now, so yay, I'm actually really hyped for it, and thousands of others are, and we're gonna be watching it at the same time, so that's like, oh, I got a fucking Rainbow Dash in here somewhere. I put her away because she's ugly as fuck, but hold on. There she is, right in there. Oh yeah, and also, so this is the same sketchbook that I used for the notebook character in Battle for Toilet Paper. And I actually made a little bingo chart thing for the Knights of Guinevere predictions in the pilot specifically. Most of this is for the pilot, but ideally the pilot, but I guess it could somewhat be for the rest of the series too. So like, in the blank spaces are gonna be stuff that I'm gonna predict after I've seen the pilot multiple times, and this is stuff from current knowledge, so I'm gonna read them out real quick. Alright, I predict in B that the pilot is gonna be about 20 minutes long. It may be shorter than that. I'm open to anything, but from judging from every glitch show ever so far, it's likely to be about exactly 20 minutes. Then my next prediction is Gwen is the little girl's favorite doll or toy. So like in the trailer, there's like a little girl who's like probably like the daughter of the Walt Disney looking guy or something like that. And I'm guessing Gwen, that android in particular, is like her like plaything, her personal room plaything. Because you know, you like see in movies all the time where like there's like a creepy little girl who has her favorite like spoiled toy or something like that, and it's like very neglected and stuff. I feel like that's what Guinevere is in this. Alright, my next prediction is theme park experiments on robots to create living mascots. So yeah, I think that they're experimenting with organic matter in the androids to make their mascots become fully sentient and interact with people, because from what it looks like in the trailer, the park is kind of shut down a little bit, or under construction at least. There's no one really going up there because everyone is in the slums, like beneath the floating island of the theme park, in like the wasteland kind of area where no one's got money or whatever. So I think this is their sneaky technique to announce their next big thing to attract people back up there so they can get back in business or something. My next one is rabbits are literal animals used for something. So the context for this is that in the interview with Dana Terrace, like short video that Glitch just made a couple days ago, actually 5 days ago, I think, a week ago, something like that. They were on this like ride when they were being interviewed, right? And they were on this like train track, and there was this like rabbit statue that was off to the left of the track, and Dana said that it's important to the story. So I'm not sure if I should take that literally or metaphorically, or if that was just a joke. But anyways, I put this down anyway, and I have a theory that maybe, or a prediction, that rabbits, like the actual animals, hold focus camera, like the rabbits are gonna be used as like experiments or something, or used as a general plot device in Knights of Guinevere. And moving on to rabbits, I can just point this one out real quick. Rabbits are a metaphor. So yeah, the rabbits could still be relevant to the show, but they're just a metaphor for something. Alright. Android, Guinevere, the android, is 100% alive, or seems to be. Kind of, if you ever seen The Fifth Element, I imagine Guinevere is gonna be kind of like Lilu. Because she's basically a robot, but she's like an organic robot, and she's fully alive and not just like artificial intelligence. Like, she's fully sentient and everything, despite the logic against that. Like, obviously you probably can't make a living robot in real life, but in fiction you can, and that's why I think Guinevere is. Right here, you got a free space on my terrible drawing of Gwen herself. Alright, my next prediction is it's a rescue the princess kind of story. So I think that the two main characters, it looks like, I think one of them's called Andy, I forgot who the other character was, but they start off at the bottom, and I think they're eventually going to have to go up to the theme park to rescue Guinevere from, like, the very neglectful kind of, like, way the theme park treats the basically living android. So I think they're gonna try and save her, and that's what it's about. All or most of the trailer scenes are in the pilot. So usually, when Glitch like shows like trailers and stuff, it's normally like, I think it is always that whatever they show in their trailers are always for the pilot episode. So I think 80% of what we've seen in the trailer, the official trailer for the show, is gonna be all in the pilot somewhere. Here's my alternative theory to what the employees are doing to the robots. Disney-like people neglect robots to keep them from becoming self-aware. So instead of doing experiments on the robots to make them alive, to make them money by being their mascots, but actually live, instead for this one, it's to keep them from being self-aware. So they're trying to not kill them, but they're trying to limit what they can do by torturing them, kind of. And for this one, I simply put the theme park as a trap. So maybe like the flying theme park in space or the upper atmosphere is a setup to attract from some like randos from down below and trap them like in the mysterious flying UFO shaped amusement park, and they might use them for something. Maybe the whole thing is a trap just to get a few people in or something, like not a Trojan horse, but like a reverse Trojan horse, if you get what I mean. Like, for the climax of the series, I feel like something like this would happen during the climax of the series, where the main protagonists get trapped in the theme park. Or it could happen in the first episode, who knows. Alright, in this one we got the knights are the rabbits. This one's kind of a bit of a stretch, but when in the video of Dana Terrace like being interviewed by one of the Glitch brothers, I think, by the brothers who were like working on Glitch or whatever, who run it, she mentioned that the rabbits are a metaphor for, no, not the rabbits, they could be, but I'm talking the knights. The knights are a metaphor for something. So in the show, it doesn't seem to me there's literal knights like protecting her or anything or trying to save her. It's a metaphor for a meaning or something like that. But this is the only thing I would see the literal context being used for, and this would be kind of cool if the knights were rabbits. And I think the rabbits are the animals that you see surrounding Guinevere when she's in her like dream state, in her false reality kind of thing, by the cute little Bambi animals or whatever. So I think those little animals could be the knights, if it is taken in literal context, which I don't think it is, so I doubt this one's gonna get crossed off anytime soon, but we'll wait and see. Okay, here's what I actually think what the knights are. The knights are the idea for Gwen to be free and are protected by something. So it's not by a literal. So, what I think what the knights represents in metaphor wise is like the hope and the determination that, well, more so hope, just hope that Princess Guinevere will like hope that one day she can just get out of the Disney like theme park and be safe somewhere and have a good life or whatever, you know? And the last one I put down is most of the show is theory talk and mystery solving. So, like, I don't think. I mean, it would be cool. Me personally, I would like to see the focus of Guinevere's perspective in the labs of the flying theme park of. I forgot what the theme park's called. It's called like something like Planet Land or something like that. I forgot, but anyways, even though I want it to be focused on Guinevere's perspective and like seeing how she's being like mistreated up there and stuff like that, and like all the dead robots and all that gory stuff, I actually think. Sorry about that. I actually do think, even though I don't prefer it, me personally, I do think that most of the show is gonna be about the two main characters, Andy and that other person, who seem to be best friends or something like that, down in the slums, who are like doing like theory talk and they never actually go up there, if you get what I mean. So yeah, that's all my predictions for this, and now I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna come back to you when it's over. It is 5:47 right now, which means it comes on in about 15 minutes, so hell yeah. I'll see you when it starts. Okay, so I just finished the pilot to Knights of Guinevere, and if you do not want any spoilers, please stop watching this video, as the rest of this video is just going to be me talking about all the stuff I crossed out on the bingo card, alright? I'll give you like 15 seconds to exit out the video, because I absolutely don't want to spoil anything for you. So, yeah, go watch it for yourself right now, alright? 15, 14, 13... 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, alright. Okay, here's what we got. Everything with a circle and an X in it is stuff that has been disproven or most likely disproven, and anything with like a big X in it has happened, and everything that hasn't had any effect on it is unknown or yet to be known. So as you can see, there's not much crossed out here, so there's a lot that isn't known. So let's go over this real quick. First, let's talk about the ones that has been completely disproven in the show. That, at least I think so. What does it say? It's a rescue the princess kind of story. No, it is not. It is a story from what it looks like, two minimum wage workers who find one of the many Princess Guinevere androids. I thought that was just one, but it turns out there's like thousands of them or something like that. But yeah, they find one of them, and it shows behaviors that it goes against its code, which I think might suggest it might be alive. So one of these theories could be true that I have on here. I might point out later. This could be true, but I'm not gonna cross it out yet because there's not enough evidence for that yet. But yeah, it's not a Save the Princess kind of story. So far, it's looking to be a kind of story where they are, well, it's hard to describe what happens. How about you just watch the show and then you interpret it yourself? From what I'm getting, it looks like they're trying to salvage this robot to, like, get into some, like, higher job they want to get to, or make more money or something like that after they get fully working and fully conditioned again. Meanwhile, there are guards, like robotic guards, who are trying to hunt down the two like low beat guys who basically stole this android when it was found in the dump. And there's this like really big, like giant, like guard with like a glowing like sun for its head, and it was like digging through this like spherical kind of like structure to like try and grab them out as the good guys were trying to like keep it from getting Guinevere. Was kind of cool. It reminded me a lot of that scene in 9, where 9 was hiding in that like can in the beginning of the movie, where that skull cat robot was trying to like dig its claws to grab 9, but it couldn't make it. But other than that, I don't really fully know what the story's about yet. It's like one of those things where it's like not fully uncovered yet, still developing. I guess we gotta wait until the next episode and episodes later to find out what's really going on. One thing I'm really confused about is the blue stuff. There's like blue blood or blue gore looking stuff, like that's like inside the androids and inside all the robots and everything. And it's like some of the like human people, they smoke and vape with like the blue liquid stuff, and when they get sick, they cough up the blue stuff that's found in the Guinevere androids. I'm not sure what to make of it, but we'll see what happens in future episodes. Anyways, enough rambling on about that. The point is, this is basically what doesn't happen. Alright, now for the next thing that may not happen, or has most likely been disproven, is the theme park is a trap. In the context I put in, I don't think I no longer think the theme park is like directly made or designed to be built as a trap for people to fall in and then be used for like the theme park to be used as bait for people to walk into or something like that. I think it is a legitimate like theme park kind of thing that's floating in the sky, but there's something very wrong going on with it, and I think that's what they're gonna find out pretty soon. Now let's take a look at the parts that have been proven, the ones I crossed out. So there's the free space right there, and we're gonna go in order. So up here, it says 20 plus minutes long. So as you can see, the pilot is 26 minutes long, 28 seconds. So it is 8 minutes over the expected time length. So yeah, that's pretty typical for a glitch production show. They're all usually about 20 minutes. So yeah, that makes sense. Now the second one is actually proven basically right off the bat when the episode starts. It's actually the opening scene. It's Guinevere is like the little girl's like the little girl sees it as her like favorite toy in a creepy way kind of thing. Like it's her favorite like version of Guinevere. It's her personal like Guinevere android. So, but at the end of the opening scene, that's the part of the trailer where she's like ripping out like the blue intestine from like Guinevere's like android body, and then that's when Guinevere kind of like runs off the balcony and then starts falling. It's a really cool scene. But yeah, that has been proven. And of course, I'm definitely gonna write more stuff in here because I actually have some context about the show now that I've seen the pilot. I can write more in-depth, like, specific stuff in here now, and I might do that at the end of this video, or in a separate video, who knows. Alright, the next one is most or all of the shots from the trailers are in the pilot, and that is true. I want to say 90 to 95% of what's shown in everything we've seen for like the marketing of it so far is shown in just the pilot alone, which means we basically have no idea what anything from any future episodes are gonna look like. The only things I can note immediately right off the bat that I know for sure are not in the pilot and are probably just for promotional material is all of the teaser trailer. The teaser trailer where it shows Guinevere like waking up with the animals surrounding her, where they're like, "Ooh, she's dreaming, she's waking up." That doesn't happen, but something similar to that does happen in a different kind of way, where instead of animals, it's like two kids, which are the child versions of the two main characters in the show, it looks like. And then the other one being the second half of the teaser trailer, where it shows like the scientists like freaking out at the Guinevere android, the neglected one, like losing control and starting to attack everyone in that like bright red, like lit, like surgical looking room with like the the MRI machine around her. That also doesn't happen in the pilot, but I think that will be a scene, a very early scene in the next episode. You know, I might write that down here real quick. Because the pilot ends. This is a major spoiler. I mean, I already told you we're going through spoilers right now, but I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've already seen this, so whatever. But how the episode ends, how the pilot ends, is I forgot what the people's names were, the two main characters, the two main human characters. I forgot what their names are. I know one of them's Andy. I forgot the other one's name. Somehow, I don't know why. I think it was Frankie. Maybe. I'm just gonna call her Frankie for now. So Andy and Frankie, they take the neglected, android that they found in a dump, down through the bottom of I think it's beneath the theme park or something like that. Like they went up into it or something like that. Or no, they were at the dumps. Okay, wait, no. So they were on this boat, right? And then they see these giant syringes in the ocean, which are little energy vats or something like that. They go to one of them. I guess they fight off the boss or something like that who works at the cargo ship kind of business or whatever. He's got this really cool red electric staff though. It's awesome. And then they go down the elevator, so I guess this is under the water then. So this is in some giant facility under the water. So not under the theme park, but it's under one of the vat things in the middle of the ocean. So anyways, the episode ends where they were escaping this sun droid or whatever. It's a really big guardian looking kind of robot. It's kind of creepy looking when it stares at them in that spherical dome thing with the electrical components in there. It's got a white glowing face and all that. It's creepy. But basically Guinevere sacrifices herself to attempt to defeat that guardian, and basically and while she's defending the two human characters, they escape in the elevator and lock themselves in there. They see a bunch of blood splatter onto the elevator doors, and it floods in a little bit. The elevator doors open, revealing that Guinevere actually won the battle, and the sun guardian robot was defeated. And what's interesting about this robot sun thing is that its inner gore or whatever its organic matter is, it's not blue like we're guessing the rest of the Guinevere androids are. It's red. It's actual realistic blood gore red. So yeah, which is very interesting because this is the first one we've seen that has that. Out of all, throughout the show, it's and throughout the pilot, it's shown that blue is the main ingredient for organic material in the androids. But sorry, voice crack. But it's this one guardian robot alone, and possibly the other one, which has a moon for a face, I think. But the sun one is what went after them. This one had red gore in it and not blue, which is interesting. At least it looked like that. I mean, it could have been the fire's lighting that made it look red, and maybe it was actually blue or a deep purple or something. But from what I saw, it was definitely red, because lighting can change the color of blue to, I guess, red in optical illusions. But how the episode ends is sorry, long rant. But how the episode ends, they escape in the elevator with Guinevere into this testing room with that MRI machine thing in there, and they hook her up to it. And then I think that's where the second episode's gonna pick off. I think when the second episode comes on, it's gonna be something goes wrong, and then one of them says "Ah, shit, she's malfunctioning" or something like that, and then she grows out these long blue tentacle arms and they start going crazy. I think that's how the second episode is gonna begin, because the first episode ended in that same room with the same two shaped characters in that room. So I think the second episode is going to feature the second half of what happened in the teaser trailer. So, yeah. And yeah, that is all I have to say for what's been proven absolutely and most likely absolutely disproven. So what I'm going to do with these two is I'm going to cross them off or erase them off here so I can make room for our stuff, and I got a lot to say on here. But for the stuff that has been normally crossed out, which is stuff that has been confirmed, I'm just going to leave those there because the goal is to get a bingo. And if I erase these, then what's the point of doing a bingo if you don't get all like the X's in a row, you know what I mean? So with the so I'm gonna cover all the unconfirmed ones real quick. These could be absolutely true or absolutely false. The one that I think I believe is absolutely true is this one, because there's a lot of hints to it, but there's not enough evidence to cross this out yet. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. Then the other unconfirmed ones that we need more episodes to explain upon is the theme park experiments on robots to create living mascots. Okay, so I'm not sure if I missed it, but I don't think the pilot episode mentions why they made so many Guinevere droids. I thought it was just one, but apparently it's like many. Like there's many of them. It's like a whole like Barbie series or something like that. So yeah. The other unproven one is anything to do that mentions rabbits. I have no idea. Well, there are robotic android rabbits in one scene where they're like surrounding this like old lady on like a deathbed or something like that, and she's got like IVs in her arms and all that. It's pretty creepy. But I'm not really sure what to think of them yet. I gotta rewatch the pilot a few times to have some thoughts about them. But yeah, the knights are the rabbits. There's nothing confirming that whatsoever. The knights are the ideas for going to be free and are protected. That's likely, but we don't know yet. Most of the show is theory talk or mystery solving. I thought about crossing this out, but I'm not sure. I think it's like a mix of this element and the action that happens throughout. I think it's like 50% theory talk between the characters and like trying to solve the mystery, and 50% just straight up like body horror and stuff like that. It's like a mix of the two, a split 50-50. Like half of it can, I guess, objectively be boring, but very lore centered, which is what I think this is. But the other half, from what I've seen in the pilot, is very action packed, and it has like a lot of stuff that happens in it. There's a lot of like moving around and all that. A lot of stuff happens in the pilot. And for the final one, Disney like people neglect robots to keep them from becoming self-aware. That could be true, but I'm not sure. We don't have enough evidence for that. There's no evidence that really suggests that yet. So yeah, that is the entire bingo chart. And I'm actually not gonna write all these down in the video, but off screen I will. So I might make a video about that when the next episode comes out, probably in like, well, 2D animation takes a long time compared to 3D animation, so I think it's gonna be a while before we get a new episode. Probably they said they've been working on this for a year, but it probably takes a year to make like a few episodes anyway, so I think we're gonna get one episode every 6 months sounds too long, but that sounds like the most realistic outcome. But ideally, I feel like it'll be 5 months. But at the same time, that feels a little too soon because that's like about the same length as like Digital Circus comes out. Digital Circus episodes come out, but those are 3D animated, which are usually easier to make because you don't have to redraw everything. You can just like copy like take the same characters that you digitally made in the computer and then like do anything you want with them and save them and all that. But with 2D animation, you can't really do that unless if you're like unless if you use like reused like vector body parts or something like that, kind of like how My Little Pony did it, because they did the animation style where they have like different like image vectors of the different limbs and the ponies and all that, and they could just move them simply. But Knights of Guinevere, it's like actually like 2D animated, like it's hand drawn and all that from the ground up, so they gotta do it almost frame by frame all the time, kind of like Pixar style. So I think it'll be longer. I hate to say it, but I think it'll be like somewhere between 6 months to a year for every episode to come out. So, I mean, hey, you never know. It could be sooner than that. Maybe they have already made a bunch of episodes and they're gonna release them on a scheduled thing where by the time where it could be consistent. You know what I mean? Because maybe by now there's already like 6 episodes completely done and they're working on the 7th right now, and then by the time it catches up to that 7th episode they'll be ready to like get the last episode of the series out or something like that, you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, that's the whole thing. So yeah, let's talk in the comments about what your theories are for this, and yeah, see you later. See ya.